for big normal. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist.
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the shift!
Watch the safety creep!
Alert flare! Alert flare! Flare! Flare!
Rock it! Yo, go! Yo, faster, go!
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
70, Indy. Hey, Delta.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Well, hey, we're going Mike 40. They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 40. Let's go.
2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, switch gears.
Look at me. Go.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, high 7.
Squeeze.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, Charlie.
40's the mic. Watch the curl.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
Nice, sweetheart.
Now.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Say. Shit.
Roll out.
Check 3.
5.
Now it's Hines. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time. Check 3, check 3. Switch. Rush there. Shoot.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
Check 24. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Score. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Check 25.
Hey, lock it.
Under 10.
Leo.
He's coming. Double up.
He's driven.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
SOS. Deuce. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo. Hit it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Members take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Double time. 40.
Smooth.
52. Mike 52.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards on the ground.
And a Bengal 1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Five.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
15 line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Bengals nothing.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Hey, box drop, box drop.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Bravo.
57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
60 or.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Check 9, check 9.
Kill, kill, kill.
He's coming, he's coming.
Hard. Go.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the curves. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check your hot read.
Check 52. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Wide.
Look, squeeze. Look at me. Zipper. Drop, rocket.
Shoot.
Snap.
Now Leonard Fournette. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Set. 70. Indy.
Record.
Kill.
Out. Look at me. Go. Fight.
Catch made here by Campbell. And some room to run now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shoot.
Fournette, a first down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get the ball.
Check nickel. Big edge. Alert 3.
You're out. Bam.
36.
Check.
Ready.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Kill.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch twist.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Check 26, check 26. Gone, gone. Hey!
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Check, 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 check.
Steve Griffin.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch, switch, switch. Switch.
Hey, lock it.
Check, check. Check, 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 check.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
3 down, 3 down. Watch the eye.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
Leo. Tighten it up.
Campbell making the catch. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll run forward Fournette. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now! Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Hard! Hard! Hey, orbit!
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Double dog, double dog.
Hey, zoom!
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Five!
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, echo. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready?
52. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Blue draw Porter. Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Jenkins, and he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Keep playing hard.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 57. Rip left. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got Shockey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57. Mike 57. I got you. Let's go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Sponge. No.
Yes.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They're not ready. 6-6, bullet high.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 15, check 15.
Look, squeeze. Shoot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Set, 8, read.
Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Check 4.
Check. Crunch.
Yes. Rock it. Look at me. Score. Ready.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Alert flare. Jim.
You're out.
Switch gears.
Stand.
Watch the ship.
Get it.
On 1st down, Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Safe.
Greystone travel.
Shit. Check three.
Hey, Sam off. Keep grip.
Now Fournette. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Exit. Switch. Rush in. Check 99. Shift.
General West.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check the backer. He's crashing.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
3 bud. Check. Fresno.
This is Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check 24. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 13.
Fournette running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Slam.
Go, jackrabbit. Come on. Go.
Undercut.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 10 yards out, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one.
Let's go, baby. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Here I come! Here I come!
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
50, push. Yep.
57. Check back.
Hey, Haywood.
57's Mike.
You must be dreaming.
57's the Mike. 57.
Get it.
Back to throw here. Escaping, and a pressure gets to him again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Mike 57, Mike 57. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready?
40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hit it.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Go.
And they take a knee.
You ready?
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.